right, welcome back, everybody, to Pedal to the Metal right here on WBIM 91.5, where the M stands for metal, and I have a very special guest. He's probably one of the nicest guys in rock and roll today. It's Louis St. August of Local Legends, Mass, right here on Pedal to the Metal. What is going on?
Hey, Eddie. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining.
For once, right?
I know. Can't ask for anything.
Oh, it's been a long ways coming.
It sure has been. It's a real tough winter here in Boston, that's for sure.
Yeah, but hey, we're New Englanders. We can deal with that, right?
That's right. That's right. We are.
That's it. All right. You guys recently played a show with Stryper at Showcase, which was absolutely phenomenal. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. But how was the experience for you guys?
The experience, well, it's great. It's always great to play with another great band. And, we've played with Stryper before. We've done a few shows here on the East Coast, and we've also played with them out on the West Coast back in the late 80s. And we have played with, we've done the festival, the Rocklahomers twice, and the M3 last year in Baltimore. And so we really enjoy, playing in front of a lot of people. It just seems that we're pretty relaxed, and we have a ball with it.
Pretty natural, too. I mean, that's what it looked like on stage to me.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we've been doing it for over 25 years, so we've played in front of 5 people. We've played in front of 15, 16,000 people.
Yeah.
So it's I think with the experience has kicked in and now and we enjoy it. So and it's a lot of fun. So that really makes it worthwhile to us.
Definitely. One of the things I loved, because this was my first time seeing you guys live in person.
Yes.
And one of the things that blew me away was all of a sudden you guys kicked in to a rendition of Zeppelin's Kashmir, which I was just like, oh my God, are they seriously playing this song? And it was off the charts. I mean, I was blown away by just everything about it. I mean, do you guys like to throw in a couple songs here and there, sort of as a fun thing, or?
Yes, we've always, we have so many. We have so many bands that we love throwing up, Zeppelin, The Who, that we just love. Everybody has so many different bands that they love, and we like to incorporate sometimes a little bit of different songs when time allows. When we have enough time to do something like that, we'll throw in a verse of a Zeppelin song, or we'll do something of a Who song, or one of our favorites. We just thought that that would be cool to throw in there. Actually, I think we mixed It's You, Kashmir, and then we went into Over You. So it was like 3 songs in a one song mix there. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I was blown away. I was telling a friend of mine, this is unbelievable, Kashmir. I'm like, right here, and it sounded really good.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. But all right, let's go back in the day. Let's go back in time, back to the future here. In '84, you guys released, the self-titled EP. What was the scene like in Boston back in, '84 and obviously and on?
Oh, it was great. We actually have a little bit earlier history. In 1982, we signed our very first recording contract. Just as I got out of high school, my friends were going off to college, and I signed my first record deal with A&M Records. And, 4 Italian guys from the city of Revere, and they offered us $175,000, which was big money. Still is today, but back then it was great. So we flew out to Florida and did our very first album, which never got released because of the management contract that we signed, and they did not like our management, and they gave us an ultimatum: either we get rid of the manager or they're not going to release our record. So it took us 2 or 3 years to get rid of that management contract, and by that time we moved on, and kind of A&M we were just a memory to them. And
okay, because I remember you guys explaining that on stage was something about a record contract gone bad. Okay.
Yes, that was our very first record. So, and during the time of during all the litigation and court procedures, we finally filed bankruptcy to get off those contracts. We flew out to New York and we did our EP, and it was the Maps EP. We did 4 songs at the record plant, and the first time I met Joan Jett, she was there at one of the studios, and when that EP came out, it was a great buzz. I mean, Boston was hopping for this type of music. I mean, nightclubs were happening, the Paradise, the Channel, Narcissus, the Rat, BCN, the radio station at the time, picked up the album right away, AAF, and then we were getting some heavy rotation for Looking Good, and Holy One was getting some play on the metal stations, and it was just a great buzz for us. And I think that EP sold over 10,000 copies, like in the first couple of months, and that's when we started getting more record companies involved, and we signed. We had, I think, Atlantic. 2 or 3 companies came down to see us, and we signed with RCA, and we did our New Birth album in '85, and we just kept the buzz going, and it was just a great time for metal. '85, '86. We traveled up and down the East Coast doing support for the New Birth album, and then the single Do You Love Me kind of broke, and it was like number 2 in Philadelphia and number 1 in Boston, and we're doing New York and New Jersey, and it was just great. We were just getting received really well, but they were pushing that song Do You Love Me, which is kind of a ballad, so we'd be going into these venues, and the fans would be wanting to hear that song Do You Love Me, and they didn't realize that the band was kind of a heavy band, so it was kind of awkward too at some of those venues that we played, and they were expecting for us to play all type of Do You Love Me type of tunes.
Yeah,
but back in Boston, we were well known, and they knew what we were about. We were rockers, and it was just great. I mean, sold out shows. We'd play in the afternoon doing a sold out all ages show, and then we'd stay there at that same venue, and we would do the 10 o'clock show. Yeah. And they would, open it up for the older crowd, the over 21, and we'd sell out that show as well. So, but it was a great buzz. It was a great time to be in a rock band in Boston in the early '80s, for sure.